I want you to imagine God made a mountain with a flower that gives eternal life at its peak. And there's only one way to the top, surrounded by wild animals, thorns, and sharp rocks. And let me tell you, blind man, that until your eyes are open to the reality that we hope in, there's no way you'll make it to the top. You may take a few steps, but like the Titanic sinking, you'll go up for a blink and then down. The divide is too deep, the ascent is too steep, and like a kid with no arms, you'll just drown. But get this, the God that made the mountain had a son. And the son came down and joined us wanderers, and he joined us in our weakness like us. He lived among us so long that we called him a man. We called him the Son of Man. And since he had come down from the top of the mountain, he knew the way back to the peak. He knew it like the skin on the back of his arm, like a newborn knows how to sleep, or like the Grim Reaper knows how to reap. He told us he knows the way back to the top, and he said, "Take off your blindfolds and follow me." But we sin-loving slaves, the lost and depraved, both feet in our graves, just ranted and raved and hated his ways and rejected his grace. So we beat him, and we chiseled out his back pretty good, and we laced out his head with a crown made of dead thorns. And we beat him more, pinned him to a tree, and watched him die. Turns out the Son of God was bigger than death. Turns out he didn't know how to stay dead. Divine incarnation delivered salvation despite execution. One word: resurrection. Resurrection means life for the wandering damned. The top of the mountain became softer land. He spoke to us truth and he showed us the way, and he gave us all life because death ran away. So I took my blindfold off, and I shook it off a little bit, and I set it neatly in the tomb. I folded it in half, and I quietly left the room. And let me tell you, at first the sun hurt my eyes. The sting of the light burned, and I wanted my blindfold back to seek comfort at the mountain's base. But we climb on. I haven't made it, but we're making it. Sin's not broken, but we're breaking it. And let me tell you, our church is not a mountaintop, but we're craving it. So if your blindfold is on and you're stumbling, call out to the sun and stop fumbling. Listen to the one that came down before the body you're in begins crumbling. You're not there yet, but neither are we. So take off your blinders, climb, and be free.
With no more thieves, I believe in the goodness of heart. Yeah. Way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain.